Hello everyone, this is Miss Chelsea and today we will be learning about energy. Energy is the ability to cause change. It can take on many forms that have different effects. Almost everything happening around you uses some form of energy. This includes the lights that help you see, the radios that let you listen to music, and even the electricity that keeps your food cold in the refrigerator. Even nature has its own versions of energy, whether that be lightning striking, the sun's rays filtering down, the energy that is used to help plants and animals grow. Energy is everywhere. Now, there are two major types of energy, potential and kinetic. So let's look at potential energy first. What is potential energy? It's the energy stored in an object. It can be due to the position, the condition, or the chemical composition. For example, this ball has potential energy. It's the energy stored in the ball because it's not moving. One type of potential energy is called gravitational potential energy, or GPE. An object's gravitational potential energy depends on its mass and the height from the ground. As an object's distance from its lowest possible level, aka the ground, increases, its gravitational potential energy also increases. If two objects are at the same height, the one with more mass will have a greater gravitational potential energy. So based on what we just said, which of the two skydivers do you think has the most gravitational potential energy? The one on the bottom, in the middle, or at the top? Pause the video and answer this question. The skydiver at the top will have the most gravitational potential energy because they are the furthest from the ground. A second type of potential energy is elastic energy, or the potential energy that is stored in elastic bands like rubber bands or springs. This energy is based on stretching or compressing an object and then that object trying to return to its neutral state. Consider a bow used for archery. When the bowstring is pulled back taut, then the arrow will have a lot of potential energy because once you let that arrow go, then the string will return to its normal position. The third type of potential energy is chemical energy, which is stored in chemical bonds. This type of energy bonds chemical compounds together. Chemical energy is released or absorbed when the bonds of molecules are broken or rearranged. Fuels are an excellent example of chemical energy, whether that be the food that fuels your body, the coal that fuels a furnace, or the gasoline that fuels a car. Other examples of chemical energy include a candle wick and batteries. A fourth type of potential energy is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is stored in the nucleus or center of an atom. When the nuclei of two atoms join together, or when one nucleus splits apart, energy is released. For example, we get energy from the sun when the hydrogen nuclei fuse to create a helium nucleus. An example resulting from nuclear fission or splitting apart is when we dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki back during World War II. The splitting of the nuclei is what released the energy for the bomb. Another example where nuclear energy is used is in nuclear power plants. Yet another type of potential energy is electrical energy. It is energy that is stored in charged particles in an electric field. This type of energy can also be kinetic. Consider a cell phone. Although the battery is an example of chemical potential energy, once that energy is changed into electricity and starts flowing through the cell phone, then it is electrical energy. Televisions are another example of electrical energy. Basically, any device that is powered by a battery or is connected to the power grid has electrical energy in it. Now, consider these three images. What type of energy is demonstrated in each? Please pause the video and answer this question. So, batteries have chemicals inside of them that store the energy. Therefore, batteries are an example of chemical energy. By tossing the rock in the air, you are increasing its height, which increases the gravitational potential energy. Since the rubber band is being pulled back and stretched, that is elastic potential energy. The second major type of energy is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. An object that is moving will have kinetic energy. The amount of kinetic energy an object has will depend on its mass and speed. The more mass an object has, the more kinetic energy it has. Two objects with the same speed and different masses will have different amounts of kinetic energy. The one with more mass will have more kinetic energy. Similar logic applies to speed. For example, two objects with the same mass but different speeds will result in different amounts of kinetic energy. The one with the higher speed has more kinetic energy. One example of kinetic energy is sound energy, which is the result of the vibrations of particles. This means that you need some sort of matter, such as air, for the sound to travel through. Without matter, you would not hear sound around you. Another type of kinetic energy is electromagnetic energy, which is energy that is transferred as electromagnetic waves. Some examples include X-rays, microwaves, and energy from the sun. They are all part of the electromagnetic spectrum, which we will learn about later. For now, we will focus on radiant or light energy, the energy emitted from light bulbs and other devices. Another example of kinetic energy is thermal energy, or heat energy due to the motion of particles. The more particles in a substance, the more thermal energy it will have. The higher the temperature, the faster objects move, therefore the more thermal energy they have. Now when heat is transferred, it transfers from an object with a higher temperature to one with a lower temperature. We will learn more about this later. So we just talked about kinetic and potential energy. Both kinetic and potential energy are examples of mechanical energy, the sum of the object's potential energy due to its position and kinetic energy due to its motion. Often these types of energy occur together, for example, in a roller coaster. The mechanical energy tends to stay constant throughout motion. However, the individual parts, the kinetic and potential energy, can increase or decrease. So as one goes up, the other will have to go down in order to keep mechanical energy the same. Here's an example. As a roller coaster goes up an incline towards the top, it gains potential energy and the kinetic energy decreases. As the roller coaster then goes down the decline, it will gain kinetic energy as it gets closer to the bottom, and it loses the potential energy because it's closer to the ground now. So let's look at these three examples and decide what type of energy is demonstrated in each image. Pause the video and try this question. So a fire releases heat and light, so it has both thermal and radiant energy. A musical instrument, such as a flute, produces sound, so sound energy. Any sort of wave used for communication is an electromagnetic wave. Therefore, it is electromagnetic energy.